we're doing a top 10 small forwards in the NBA.
Forwards. Bro didn't read the chat.
He did. He doesn't read it. He doesn't. His phone is on D&D all day.
We combined it.
We undoubtedly said just forwards. We all three of us said forwards. All forwards is better.
Forwards.
Individually.
We talked.
Because there's too much variance in who could be classified as.
I'll be honest. I know. We should have done guards, forwards, and centers.
All right, I'm just gonna give my small forwards list, and I'll just comment on yours. That just blew mine.
Nah. Just do the forwards list.
So come up with it on the spot. Let us go first,
and you do it. Because maybe you'll piggyback. So I'll go first.
Just start with number 10.
10.
Start with number 10.
Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even put Pascal on this.
I put him as an honorable mention.
Oh wow.
Number 10, I had Zion Williamson.
I'll be on. Okay, I forgot.
Can we just do small forwards, please?
No, small forwards suck. It really does.
The list I have is not bad players.
Bro, we talked about it last episode, and then we talked about it in the chat. Take your phone off fucking D&D, and you would read it.
I think Zion's the only name I missed.
All right.
And Pascal.
Because with small forwards, I mean, I think LeBron is a small forward, bro.
He's not. He played so much power forward last year.
I know, but that's because Anthony Davis has to play center.
They're all just forwards.
If you get a center, LeBron has been a small forward his entire career.
He has, but this past season, well, not true. I'd argue 2020 he was a point guard. I'd argue that these past few seasons he's been a power forward.
And then Jason Tatum, like he played power forward, but he's more of a small forward.
Shit, now I'm like, did I miss somebody?
That's why I said just do forwards.
I think, and Kevin Durant is a power forward. He plays that position, but it's because the Suns and what they got, So
at 10 for me, it's Pascal.
Okay, at 10 I had Zion Williamson here. I like Pascal Siakam. He's one of my honorable mentions.
I had Zion high.
Zion Williamson is 10.
Now that I remembered to put Zion on my list, I'm like wondering how the fuck I missed him because like I was going through just all of the forwards. Like ESPN has like just their forward. Well, this is just power forward. That's why I'm an idiot. At 10, I would have J-Dub. Jalen Williams is my 10th.
J-Dub's in your top 10. He's better than Pascal.
I think that's a conversation. J-Dub is tough because the name I actually just the one that came out because I put Zion in would be Scotty Barnes. Because I think Scotty being a number one compared to J-Dub being a number two, but being so efficient, that's where it's hard to compare them because I think J-Dub on that Raptors team, I don't know if he has the skill set Scotty does, but also like, is Scotty really a one? You know what I mean? So like, I know J-Dub as a two is an elite number two, although Scotty would probably be great.
They'll both be my honorable mentions.
All right.
Scotty Barnes was on my honorable mentions.
I fixed my list. Scotty and J-Dub would both be my honorable mentions.
Me too.
But number 10, I do have Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
Right here.
Should I just get right into 9?
9.
Number 9, I do have Paul George.
9 is also where I have Paul George.
9 is where I have Boncaro.
9 is where I have Paulo.
I would have Poncaro over Pascal Siakam. Genuinely forgot about him.
I have Paulo at 8 though.
I would put Paulo at 10. I would put Pascal as my honorable mention. I hate that I'm doing this.
So you'd have Paul George over Paulo?
Damn, you're right. You're right.
I have PG over Paulo.
Okay.
I actually my list is shaping out similar. I have Zion 10, Paulo 9, Paul George 8.
Okay.
I think that Paulo needs to have a more efficient season.
PG's just a clear better shooter.
Yeah, and I think Paul George has just had more longevity to his career, and he deserves the.
You know what? I can't do a would you rather when it comes to rankings because Paul George is definitely better. However, I would take Boncaro over.
I would
That's
too.
fair.
Like to start my team, I would take.
I think everyone
PG's
would.
just more scalable at the moment.
So Paulo Boncaro will be my 10. I do have Paul George at my 9.
Who's your 8?
My number 8. This is where I do have Jimmy Butler.
Did you give your 8, Dels?
8 is Paulo. 7 is where I have Zion.
Okay, 8 was Paul George. 7, I have Jaylen Brown here.
Oh, well,
Brother.
We didn't list him as a small forward.
The thing is, we
had
did
him
Jaylen Brown in the last episode.
Okay.
I would understand if Drew
I do
put
have
him there,
Jaylen Brown
but
on my
we all
list.
had him as a guard. You're funny for that. I'm not gonna lie.
I double dip. I double dip for sure with Jaylen Brown. Just know Jaylen Brown was behind. If I'm taking him out, then I'm putting.
That's where Pascal or
So that means
Scotty.
a number 10 got to be there.
Lauri Markkanen was also a name that I want to get in here, but I couldn't.
Let me ask you.
Now
think
Lauri wouldn't be my top 10 though.
number 10 is where I think we're gonna have like
Lauri's
some
fringe,
differences.
though.
He is.
Pascal Siakam was your 10s.
Yes.
Is he better than Scotty Barnes?
I think so. Yes. As of today, yes. I think he's.
Do you think he's a better player or better number 2?
better player?
Who?
Pascal.
versus
Better number
Scottie.
2 too.
I still would
honestly.
take Pascal.
I think
Pas-
Pascal's a better number 2 than J-Dub.
Pascal was the best player on the Raptors when all three, him, Anunoby, and Scotty Barnes were on the same team.
Pascal's
Yeah.
pretty good on Indiana when he got
was,
to
he
his
was.
adjusted his role.
And he changed
Pascal
their defense,
or
although
Lauri
minor.
Markkanen.
Pascal.
Pascal, but that one is really fucking close.
That one's close. That's honestly a coin
I have
flip.
to see Laurie in a winning situation.
And I think this is close too, but I have a feeling he doesn't go with Pascal. But Pascal and DeMar DeRozan.
Pascal.
Defensively, DeMar just plays nothing.
I'll be honest, DeMar may be my least favorite player. Not like watching him, but in terms of just like
and in the playoffs, I think
When I
Siakam
just
clears.
did the small forwards list, DeMar was dead as like number 6. That's why I had to do like,
he's for
let's
sure.
do forwards,
But
bro.
he played the 4 last year though.
I have DeMar in my 10.
So if I'm taking out
For
Jaylen
small
Brown,
forwards.
10 is Pascal, 9 is Zion, 8 is Paolo, 7 is Paul George.
All right, easy. This is because my
Top
seven,
6, I think this is where I get to like the superstar
my
level.
7 spot is Zion Williamson.
Okay, so
7 was
my
it.
10 is Pascal. My 9 is Boncaro. My 8 is PG, and my 7 is where I got Zion.
I respect that.
All right, we all got Zion at 7. You got Zion at 10, right?
I have Zion at 9.
What? Oh, you had him at 9. Okay,
Yes.
that's not too bad then.
All right, at my 6th spot, this is where I would have Jaylen Brown.
I would have Jimmy Butler here.
I have
Because I,
Jimmy
didn't have
Butler at
Jalen
6.
Brown as a small
Yeah,
forward.
I took Jaylen Brown out of my list just because they gave me shit. So Jimmy Butler I have at 6.
This is where I have
5.
Kawhi.
This
Kawhi.
is where I have Kawhi. I think the top maybe will get a little dicey with me and you.
Well, the top 5 is easy. The top 5 is easy.
The
All
order.
right,
is gonna get
let's go in
crazy.
order.
Don't
Let's
we
go in
know
order.
what the
Joel,
top 5 is?
let's do it.
At the
Hold on.
same time.
All right, we can do that.
Okay.
Joel, I think you and I can
From
do it at
number
the
five,
exact
from
same
number
time.
five.
So what are we doing?
These
All right,
are
let's
the
go.
top 5 forwards.
We're saying
in
at the same
exact
time.
Make my day.
order.
Come on.
Number
Riv,
5.
Drew,
All right, here
and
we go.
me will say it at the same time.
All right, number
3,
5.
Whoa, where the fuck am I?
You're out of this.
Wait. So we're going 5
5 to 1. All right, 3, 2, 1. Kawhi Leonard.
Tatum,
KD, LeBron, Giannis.
Casuals.
Yo, my phone fell all the way on the table.
Okay, so
KD's better than Tatum.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
He got
it's
swept.
close. It's close.
He got swept.
I know it's close.
Look
It's
at the
close.
team he
close.
has.
You thought they were gonna win that series.
They got no
I'm not
depth,
too
bro.
like
They got
passionate
no
about it,
depth,
but it's
bro.
close.
I'm not too passionate
I
about
had-
it.
But
I
one
had-
thing is for sure, LeBron is better
LeBron
than both.
I
is
had
better,
Giannis
yes.
1. I had Bron 2.
Yes.
I had Tatum 3. KD was 4.
I mean, KD's what? But Tatum's 4 for me. KD's
KD averaged 25, 29 this past year.
I'm fucking
On
dead.
incredible efficiency.
I'm glad that we bodied our top 5 list.
And KD's a two-way player too. He plays defense.
He does.
He plays.
He doesn't
defense.
play defense better than Tatum.
Tatum's
No,
a
he
better
don't.
defender. I think Tatum's a better
But KD's
playmaker
a better
right now.
offensive player.
I think Tatum offensively, he's not as efficient as KD, but I think he's a better
Nowhere near.
playmaker.
KD's a better scorer by far.
Everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Like everything scoring wise, I'm taking
like
Kevin
I think the
Durant.
gap that KD
Defensively
has
is
on
close.
scoring is like much further away than their gap in playmaking.
Agreed.
Agreed. And defensively, it's close.
Yeah.
Like KD's still a great defender. KD's still a great defender.
No, I wouldn't say it's
KD,
close.
if KD was in
I think-
Tatum's role, he could do the same thing.
Nah, I
no,
think Tatum
Yes, he
Tatum's
can.
more switchable.
No,
I
KD
think
can
Tatum.
guard
I think
1-5.
Tatum's guarding the perimeter
Tatum
better.
is stronger than Kevin Durant.
also-
KD's
he's
a lot
guarding
longer.
fives.
He's lengthier. He's a great rim protector. Like
So
KD's
is-
a better rim protector than Tatum.
Tatum.
Tatum
Listen,
is just as long, bro.
I was gonna say.
Not than
All
Kevin
right, maybe not
Durant.
Kevin
no,
Durant,
okay.
but he's
He's
if Tatum's
stronger.
a 10. If KD's a 10, Tatum's a 9.
hell no.
Nah, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Lengthy?
KD's
Nah.
maybe 7
He's
foot
called
with a
the Slim
7'3"
Reaper,
wingspan.
brother.
I'll say this on defense.
I don't think it's that far.
Tatum can actually defend 1 through 5,
Kevin Durant can defend 1 through 5.
but not at the level of Jason Tatum.
because it
He's
doesn't
got
look
6
good
inches
in
for
Phoenix.
Yeah, OD.
It doesn't look good in Phoenix. I agree because none of them
She
can
didn't look
guard.
good in fucking with the Nets either.
Well, he didn't
No,
have
that's
Drew.
a
He didn't have
lie.
Yeah,
Derek
that
White.
is a lie.
That's a
That
lie.
is a lie.
Why
And
did you
then
get
that
swept by
was really
Jason
good.
Tatum then?
I don't know.
Because they were
Why
playing
though?
Goran Dragic, Seth Curry, and Kyrie Irving.
Another time you
lineups
thought
at the same time.
Kevin Durant was going to win. It's a
That
shame.
one-
It's a shame.
Yeah, and since then Tatum has
Hey, take it
regressed
easy. You thought so
offensively.
too.
That's why I'm not.
He's a better playmaker. His shot just sometimes.
Tatum is
No,
No,
sometimes,
Bro.
no, it's done.
It's really just the playoffs.
If Tatum figures out a jump
That's a-
shot,
that's a big
If
margin,
Tatum
yo.
figures out a jump shot, he's back into top 3 conversation.
the
On
fuck
my
does
mother,
he
that's
have
the
to
Here's
truth.
the thing.
But this
He needs to
brother's
lock
jumper
in.
is ass.
Here's the thing. I got
Kevin
no
Durant has a
problem.
jump shot at 40.
I got no problem giving Jason Tatum his respect.
Do you?
He didn't earn it this postseason.
I don't know.
He didn't earn
leading
it.
the league, leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists, while
Mickey
being
Mouse
the
points.
most switchable defender, while guarding fives, while guarding ones. I thought he did a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
those numbers, points, rebounds, and assists.
done
I
it
know
back-to-back years.
he's
I
one
think
of
leading
5
the
or
league
6
in
players in the history of the league,
Youngest
right?
to do it ever.
Everybody else that did it was averaging 26 or more. Tatum averaged,
He averaged
22.
25.
In the finals, he averaged
Oh, well, in the whole run, he averaged 25 or 26 this playoff run.
on pretty mediocre efficiency.
Mickey
Yeah,
Mouse
for sure.
run.
Yeah, like
I'm not disagreeing.
To me, like Tatum, the Celtics winning the championship should have been Tatum's crowning moment to
Agreed.
like showcase I'm one of the
Nah, but it's
three
not because
best players in the
Jason
world.
Tatum, he ain't a me guy, he a we guy. Jaylen Brown, you got this ring 2024, 2025. This is my time to get that ring. He's going to get the MVP. He's going to get all
Jason
of it.
Tatum.
All I know is the one on the championship team was most definitely not Jason Tatum. That's all I'm going to say.
Let me ask you something. Jason Tatum's a we guy. He's only labeled a we guy because they won, but he took the most shot attempts on the fucking team.
He was trying. That brother was trying. He's like, I don't care about points.
Yeah? What do you want him to do? you want Derek White to take more shots, bro? Like,
He looked better against Miami when he did it.
I wouldn't have been mad because
He was fantastic against Miami,
jacking
yeah.
up threes.
but
conversation
Tatum was
is getting
fantastic
crazy.
in
No, it's
round
getting
2
nasty,
and
but
round
it's true.
3.
My whole
The finals,
my whole
he was
thing,
decent.
My
He
whole
just-
thing
he was
with
just- the
Tatum
three was gone.
is the fact that we like people talk about him like, oh man, he sacrificed for the betterment of the team. He was getting everybody involved. But he was trying to get himself
just
involved.
ass.
He
Of
just
course.
put the ball in
He
a
was
basket.
just
That's what he
ass.
was.
He was just the jumper, man. He was still shooting 70% at the rim.
How
That's
many
a big
jumpers was he
component.
taking a game though? It
Too
was,
many.
It was fringing on double digits.
Too many. I'm not going to say and lie to you.
Yeah,
There's
nah,
too
yeah,
many.
it-
Now, the
definitely should've
moment,
took less
the moment
jumpers.
where a lot of the love I had for Jason Tatum got taken away was Game 3, when this brother straight up said, "Nope, take the ball, JB. I need you to close this game.
No,
I
I'm wrong
can't
with
do
that.
it."
I've seen LeBron fucking defer to Austin Reeves.
Okay,
Like,
versus
I'm not against
the
Memphis.
Grizzlies. Defer to him for one play,
So,
not
bro,
an entire
am I
second
supposed
half.
to be? We have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. If Jaylen Brown is hitting shots, I'm supposed to be mad that JT says,
Bro, for
"Yeah,
an entire
JB,
second
you would-"
half, an
Yep.
entire court.
Did Tatum not carry the first half? Yes.
Oh, he did. He
And
did.
JB did not show up that first half.
But
and then
did
JB
JT
shut.
not try to get his in the second half? He
JT?
did try.
Yeah.
He tried and failed.
They both still had 30
And
that
JB
game.
but JB was a lot more impressive 30, given how he started to how he finished.
I mean, sure. Like they had, yes, of course you want to finish stronger, but if JT's going to eat in the first half, then JB closed down the second half. I can't be like, damn, Tatum, you really fell off.
Well,
if
he
JT
played
didn't
like
show
shit
up
in
in
the
the
second
first
half.
half, we wouldn't have won that game.
Offensively, he did not play well in the second half because he was trying to score. He
The,
was just
the
missing.
Celtics have the luxury of they don't need both of them to be fantastic, at least against this Dallas team, because they were just
I don't
clearly
disagree,
not on their
but
level.
now we're not making a team thing. We're making it a Jason Tatum thing. We're not talking about the Celtics. They're goated. They're an unbelievable team.
I know, but
They're
he was-
NBA champions.
he had
Jason Tatum was not nearly as good as he could have been
So,
and
no,
how
I
he
don't
should have
disagree.
been.
Who's
Honestly.
better, Kevin Durant or Tatum?
Tatum.
Kevin Durant.
I think
I'm gonna take Kevin Durant right
I
now.
think if you swap, I know people hate when you do this, but I legitimately think if you swap KD and Tatum,
Tatum's
the
getting a
Celtics-
game.
The Celtics would have been just as
Tatum
dominant.
Tatum
I'm
never
gonna
got
be honest.
swept. He ain't do that.
Wait,
he getting a game.
This Tatum with no
Yeah,
jumper?
He ain't getting swept.
No.
He ain't getting swept.
In 2021, he had a jumper. And that's why he scored
think
50,
he's are you
and
talking
that's
about
why he got a
Minnesota? You're talking
game.
about Minnesota,
No,
right?
he's
Yeah.
he's talking
No,
about Minnesota.
talking
No,
about-
I'm saying
Let
KD
me
got
ask you,
swept.
But
Tatum
I'm
never
saying
got swept.
Tatum's series where he didn't get swept, he dropped 50 against the big three Nets.
No,
That's when he had a jump
But
shot.
he's talking about when Kevin Durant played Minnesota, he got swept.
No, I
He's
know,
saying
but
plug out.
he's
KD
but
still
he's-
did his thing in that. Don't get me wrong.
But why
He
are
still
you
averaged
saying
like
that he
damn
would
near
get a
30.
game because he got a game against?
He's never
No, he
gotten
just-
swept
yeah,
before.
he just
You know what I'm
believes-
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
because he got the game against the big three
Listen,
Nets.
I'll just say this. I think that if KD was on the Celtics, there's no doubt about who's winning Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP.
Jaylen Brown.
I think it would have been pretty clearly KD. KD would have averaged like 27, 28 on
30.
great efficiency.
He's averaging 30.
No, he's averaging 30
He's
for
averaging
sure.
30.
I mean, Tatum averaged 30 and 10 in the conference finals and didn't get it.
Well, no, Kevin Durant's shooting 50, 40,
Yeah, I mean,
like
he's the most
88.
efficient player fucking in NBA history. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I just think he's better than Tatum right now.
Not wrong. It's Kevin
I
Durant.
disagree.
Listen,
wholeheartedly.
Tatum.
That brother's
This was
ass.
supposed to be his moment to really solidify
Like Kevin
himself. And I'm not saying that Tatum didn't. I mean, listen, he won a championship. It is what it is, and that boosts up his legacy tremendously. But he has to have a run where everybody with eyeballs watching feels like he's moving us. And I feel like Celtics fans are lying to themselves if they felt moved by that finals.
This was
run.
a Chauncey Billups-esque championship.
Chauncey
Chauncey
Billups for the
Billups shit is
expectations he
sanctioned.
had.
I know.
It was different expectations.
No.
No,
No,
Chauncey's
that's
was better.
killing me.
No. Don't ever disrespect
my
Chauncey
bad, bro.
shit. Yeah,
My
no.
bad.
This ain't
My
that.
bad.
No offense to Tatum, but this ain't that. They went up and they beat Kobe and Shaq.
it's
This
facts,
ain't that.
man.
We beat Luca.
Oh my!
I was about to call you.
Hold up. I've been told
Kobe
Luca's the
and
best player in the world.
By
I've been
him.
told Luca gonna be a
We're
top
talking
5
about-
player ever
talking
on
about Kobe
this
and
shit. He
Shaq.
got smacked around out
They
there,
smacked
man.
Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, shout out. They
they-
both clear Luca. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They clear
they
Luca.
both-
Just what I've been told by some people on the show,
No, I
some
get that.
people
They
on the
more
internet.
sanctioned than a few of stats.
Luca's
That's
supposed
how
to be
it
one
was
of them
highlight,
ones,
you know?
man. I was expecting more, competitive series. That's all.
Crying. Yeah, listen.
That killed me.
And Tatum just he just doesn't need to settle. He settles too much. That's really what it is.
He took
He has the
especially.
shot diet of
Listen,
a
if the
pretty
threes
ass
are
boy.
falling, take your fucking threes. If the threes aren't falling, get to the fucking rim. Shot
Tatum has Paul
70%.
George syndrome. It's literally what it is. He takes terrible shots, pretty nice. Oh, step back. Here we go. Sidestep. It's not going to go in.
That shit is ugly too. It doesn't look pretty. Like
His
His
jumper's
jumper
definitely
is
gotten
ugly.
less
It's ugly.
fluid over the years.
Can I share?
Bro's just in the fucking gym.
At least with
too
PG, it's
jacked.
pretty.
PG
Oh,
is
no,
definitely
it's
pretty.
gorgeous.
Well,
Can I-
Tatum's back still pretty.
Can I share my top 10 small forwards with you guys since I
Yeah.
made it? Number 1, I do have Kawhi. Number 2, I have Jaylen Brown. Number 3, I have Jimmy Butler. 4, I have Paul George. 5, I have J-Dub. 6, I have Scotty. 7, I have OG Anunoby. 8, I have Chris Middleton. 9, I have Brandon Ingram. And 10, I have DeMar. I can hear the conversation between
J-Dub is
flipping.
high.
I think he deserves it, though.
Who'd you have him over?
Wasn't he listed
Scotty?
as a power forward this past year?
Oh, no, his shit
No.
weird. I think Dort's played the power forward.
Because Giddy, Dort, SGA were the starting 1 to 3.
I think Dort was the 4, though. He's a lot.
Yeah, he's just fucking like 6'3".
Is Hartenstein going to start?
I don't know. He might. They might have him come off the bench, though.
Which I
Because
would
it would change the whole flow of their offense. If
That's
they
true.
both- Who's under J-Dub?
So I have Scotty, OG Anunoby, Chris Middleton, Brandon Ingram, DeMar DeRozan.
OG over BI. That's interesting.
I feel good about that, truthfully.
It's one of the best perimeter defenders in the world. He could 3.
Is he a better player? I don't know.
He's
I don't
better.
think so.
He's a better, way better defender. He's not a good
He's a
offensive
better,
better
player.
role player.
He's a better. I don't think he's a better
But
player.
here's the
than
thing.
BI.
I feel like I also did weigh fit a lot in terms of how can you gel onto a squad. I weighed that heavily on my shooting guard list with Derek White. I'm holding that same energy with OG Anunoby.
I just feel like
he
when-
can play on all
When you
30
say
teams.
better player, you're just saying get a bucket. Because
Nah,
that's I feel like the
nah.
only thing that Brandon Ingram's
That
doing
you
better.
call-
Nah, he's
the
better
playmaking,
playmaking.
Playmaking, yes.
Jesus, Del.
Offensively, everything except shooting. I'm taking OG Anunoby as a shooter.
as a three-point
spotter,
shooter.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I
But
just
like
feel like
creating off dribble.
when you make these lists, I don't think you look at who's the most scalable. I think you look at who's just the better player right now.
I do a little bit of both though because
OG's not a top 6. Like, you're not doing a draft of small forwards. He's your top 6 pick.
I think right now though with how valuable his
Like,
defense
is he better than Middleton healthy? I don't think so.
right now, OG Anunoby defensively is a game changer.
No, he's better. He's the best defender on the list.
As my number 1, OG would not probably be in the top 9.
course,
But
of
as a
course.
number 2, yes.
Top 9, he
easily.
might not be top 15
no,
as a number 1.
no, for sure.
Brandon Miller would get selected
I
before
don't
him.
disagree.
So why?
Ooh. Okay.
So why is OG not better than J-Dub then?
J-Dub's
Because J-Dub is
great
a
offensive
really
player.
good defender. A really fucking good defender.
He's not OG's level, but he's a way better defender than BI is. And he's a good
but
offensive
J-Dub's
player.
not as good offensively as BI.
No, but he's a better defender.
Yeah.
J-Dub is an elite finisher. He's a
all three
really
levels.
fucking great
BI's
shooter.
a 3-level scorer.
Yeah. Wait, who's
But
BI?
not-
He's a
but
3-level
not-
scorer. No, he's a better
He doesn't have
3-level
the
scorer.
volume.
The three-point
on him.
shot,
but
I
he
can-
can shoot it.
though. He can shoot
He
it.
just doesn't take it. He
yeah,
takes a lot of
yeah.
mid
But
range.
he's not a great 3-level scorer.
Listen,
No, he's a good 3-level scorer.
I just feel like Brandon Ingram's stock right now is extremely low
She's in
because
the
of the
mud.
playoff run.
But I do still have him 9. Like he's still
He's
top
like-
too
two.
low.
like, I'll
OG's
say
too
this.
high to me.
After last season, there's no way you're having OG over BI after the end to the season BI had last year.
I don't think you would have.
I'm not
J-Dub
talking about
over
this
him.
past season. I'm talking
years
about
ago?
22 seasons ago.
When OG was
BI
on the Raptors or something.
Yeah.
Even last year to end the season, the way BI was ending those
BI
last
did
That's what he's
25
saying.
games.
Yeah, BI averaged what,
like,
28 and 7?
No, he was wilding, but that was when Zion was
But
out.
OG
and stuff like that.
Anunoby also took another step in his game. Also on the defensive side, he also impacted his on and off
What
with
was the other
the
step?
Knicks.
What other step?
Well, what do you mean?
Like, what step did he take? in
I
his
think he
game?
was the same defender.
Well,
OG?
I don't know if he got better on defense. I think
No, he
always
was
been a-
he was still locked down.
Yeah, he's always been locked down.
more in a light, I guess, to the world
He's just in New
for
York
him to
now.
highlight
Yeah,
it.
he's just in Madison Square Garden.
I don't know. I just think physicality wise, He was a lot more physical this season.
He did go from a 37% shooter to 39%.
No, he's consistently every year improved the 3-point shot.
Or
That's
excuse
been
me,
that.
I was looking at Toronto, New York
Yeah,
splits. He was 38 the year before.
The way I look at it
39
is kind of like what River's saying. Like if we just have a blank team and it's like, okay, these are the guys that we want to take for the team to just be like an option, like a number one guy on the team. Like who's just a better player? Like who would, as your number one guy, lead you to more wins? I think OG's no doubt about it scalable. And he's fits
very
so
scalable.
much more teams.
Outside of the 5 guys, of course, none of these guys under are winning a championship as the number one. But not every team can win a championship as the number one. So it's the same way how we look at role players and can they fit everywhere. We have to look at, okay, well, what situation can you fit in that you're number one in?
Because then what's the difference between, did you have DeMar over OG?
I did. No, I had DeMar 10.
Oh, okay.
No, I kept same energy throughout the whole list.
No defense, offense, you put him low.
Correct.
I respect
Who is
it.
above OG?
OG, I have Scotty Barnes, J-Dub, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard. All of them have the same thing in common.
Because I don't think Jalen Williams right now is better than DeMar.
No.
If he ain't better than DeMar, he ain't better than B.I.
why do you say that?
No. DeMar, I'm telling you,
B.I. can
DeMar,
shoot.
DeMar's.
That's what I'm saying. If he ain't better than DeMar, he ain't better than B.I.
Trust
I
me,
mean,
I'm with
J-Dub's
you.
a better defender.
I'm with you.
Jalen Williams, better 3-point shooter for sure. If you're saying
But
midi,
Do y'all
DeMar,
not
but-
think B.I. would excel as a number 2 in OKC?
he would.
He would.
I
I
just
think
don't
he
know.
would be fucking
no,
amazing.
offensively be great, but defensively, I don't think he'd be better defender
But I
than
don't think he'd
J-Dub.
be bad.
But he wouldn't
But
be
the thing,
J-Dub,
he
I don't
kind of
think.
needs the ball in his hands.
But I don't think like it.
Like J-Dub can play off ball and still have
I
success.
don't think the drop off defensively would be like they'll turn into
no,
like a top
disagree.
15 defense.
Just in terms
As a
of
team
Yeah, I
defense,
think-
agreed.
yeah, like as a
agreed.
team.
bar for bar defender, J-Dub.
J-Dub-
No, yes, he's a
comfortably
better
Yo,
defender.
he's
I agree.
crazy
But I think offensively, BI would give you a bit more to where you wouldn't go into playoff series worrying about
I do
another
th- I
game.
think-
Marginally, though.
I
He
think
give you a
B.I.
bit
has-
more marginally.
He's got more of an offensive
because he's not
bag.
that great of a scorer. And
Who?
no, 3-point shooter. Sorry,
Oh,
he's not that great
oh,
of a 3-point shooter.
But he can get to the cup.
He can.
He can shoot the midi.
He can.
He can destroy mismatches.
create
And
for
he's a
himself.
great
Who does he
playmaker.
sound like right now?
That's not J-Dubs.
No, it sounds like DeMar DeRozan.
No, because BI can actually shoot the 3 when he needs to.
Not.
No, he can. No, he
can.
can.
He
No,
Compared
he
Compared
to
can.
like
DeMar-
what is he shooting
compared
like
to DeMar,
30,
it's not
34,
No, he's like a 37, 38% 3-point shooter.
If B.I.'s shooting 37, 38, I'd have him way higher on my list.
No, I'm pretty sure he is. I could be wrong.
I'm searching it up right now.
If B.I. shot 37, 38,
Yeah,
shake your
yeah,
hand and I'll move him up 5 spots. That's how I'm strongly
So
feeling.
BI this past season 35.5%.
Year before,
on
39.
4 attempts. The year before
The year before
39%.
that,
on
30. The year before that,
3.6%.
32. The year before that, 38.
But for his
So
career,
he's-
he's a 36%
All right, so
three-point
this
he
shooter.
can
upcoming
shoot.
season, he'll figure it out, apparently.
can
He's
shoot.
every other year, he's a great 3-point shooter.
Yeah, so I'm saying he
just
can shoot.
DeMar's is nothing from 3.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
he won't take them, and I respect it. That's
so
not your game. It's not your
2
game.
point-
here's the
The
thing, I
3-point
also
shot's
think-
proven to be inconsistent. That's kind of what my
I only
main
heard one
theory
bad
is.
year.
Well, he went 35,
Nah, he had a couple.
39, 32.
I'm talking about the last 4. He went 39, 38,
There was only
32,
one
35.
real
Last four,
year that he
yeah.
didn't shoot
His
that
last
efficient.
4, he's
this
been
past
really
year
good.
was average. He's had 2 elite years, 38 plus, and 1 bad year,
What's the
33.
attempts a game?
not about
6'4", 3.5, 3.5.
Yeah, so it's not insanely high, but it shows that when he does
He can
take
take
them,
it.
he can make them.
He does have the ability to.
Plus,
but-
he's 6'10".
Was Scotty versus
Nobi-
J-Dub tough?
It was.
Because when I did that list, that was tough for me.
It was. A Scotty over on Anobi was also tough for me, but I decided to favor the fact that Scotty has a lot better offensive game.
So on
Scotty's
catching,
a better defender
Yeah.
than J-Dub.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
on
But
catch and
offensively,
shoot,
I'm
Yes,
taking
yes,
J-Dub.
yes, yes.
on catch and shoot threes, Bi shot 37%. On pull-ups, he shot 33.8%.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, so the pull-up shots were the ones that were a little
Mm.
bit inefficient, but catch and shoot, he was pretty good.
And J-Dub was efficient basically
everything.
on every shot.
I also feel like though, like DeMar DeRozan, he doesn't have a 3-point shot that he gets to consistently, but he still gives you spacing because you have to guard him still
Extended
far out.
midi, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like people are just packing the paint on him and they're just like not guarding him.
But then also
Do you
defensively,
think he's better than J-Dub?
he's not a positive at all.
I think right now DeMar DeRozan is a better overall player than J-Dub. He's just
What's he
he's
better
more
at?
skilled player.
he's not better on defense.
No, he's not.
As a
The
scorer,
defense is J-Dub's saving grace.
I mean,
But
he's a better
J-Dub's also
scorer
one of the
than
most
J-Dub.
efficient offensive players in the league right now.
but is it a clearing? Like, it's easy you're taking DeMar?
I think there are some facets to his game. Like I think DeMar is clearly a better playmaker than J-Dub.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy, I'm taking DeMar.
Yeah.
But finishing, J-Dub is one of the better finishers in the league.
Yeah.
Shooting the 3 ball. He just shot over 40% from 3. Although it did dip in the playoffs, it was unfortunate. He gave you a whole near, of course, 82 of being an amazing, efficient 3-point shooter. Obviously has the mid-range, can handle the ball also, has an ability to handle and get to the cup. I know DeMar DeRozan has been historically known to be the better shooter, or the better scorer. 3 seasons ago, averaged almost 28 points.
He's a really good scorer.
He is a great scorer. I just think that I value the 3-level scoring on top of near high-level defense from J-Dub.
Ooh.
That's why I say near.
Yeah.
I chose my wording very
I don't think
particular
his
there.
volume of 3-level scoring is the same as these
I
two
kinda
guys.
think that
and I don't think he
Jalen-
gets the same attention as these
But
guys.
I also think that that's because he has a top 4 player in the world who needs the ball.
Which
in
is
his
why
hands.
it's a difficult
Who not
conversation.
needs, deserves the ball in
No,
his
he
hands.
also needs it.
Yeah,
It's no
yeah,
shame. And I think that's why the conversation is difficult because B.I. and DeMar, specifically DeMar, he's in a weird position where he was in Chicago where he was the #1 primary guy.
Yeah.
So he's receiving a shit ton of the opportunity. And even though he doesn't shoot the 3-ball, people still go out and guard him like
DeMar,
he
you're
does
saying?
shoot the 3. Yeah, like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does
yeah.
shoot the 3-ball. As for J-Dub, he's in a perfect situation, but he also has kind of the perfect skill set for the situation as a
I
number
agree
2. So
wholeheartedly.
it's kind of like a blend, a match made in heaven.
I think he just has the perfect skill set, period.